What does a defense attorney's fee quote and initial consultation tell you? There's a lot that you can learn about a criminal defense attorney by those two things. First, the fee quote. If it is unusually low, and everybody should be calling more than one attorney for their matter, at least two, but if you come across a fee quote that is extremely low or seems too good to be true, that's indicative of how much time that attorney is going to put into your case. These days, almost every criminal case has not just one video that needs to be reviewed, but usually multiple videos from multiple officers and cars that can take hours. You want an attorney that's going to look at everything, because sometimes you find gold in some responding officer's body-worn video or some supervisor that allows you to then challenge something or suppress some evidence. You also have to factor in the time that it takes to request this information, to go to court multiple times, most likely, and to spend time explaining to you what's going on about your case in a way that's thorough and helps you make informed decisions. So keep in mind that if you get a very low quote on a criminal defense case, that's indicative of how much time, how much attorney time you're going to get dedicated to your case. Now, the other part of it is the initial consultation. Sometimes you might run into a situation where you get what seems like a very high quote for your matter. That's where you need to really pay attention to the initial consultation. Is the attorney that's going to be handling your matter, the attorney that's on the website, that's on the advertising, is he or she the person that's speaking to you, or is it some faceless associate or paralegal? Does the person give you time? Does the person sound like they understand not only you, but your matter? And ultimately, does the person communicate in a way that makes sense, that you hear? Because the one thing that you want to get out of hiring an attorney is looking back with a sense of satisfaction that you got the best representation you could have for your case. In other words, you don't have any regrets. If you underpay and get a bad result, you're going to think it's because you underpaid and the person didn't put enough time in your case. If you overpay and you never saw or spoke to the person you thought you were hiring, you're going to think that your outcome could have been better if that guy or that woman was actually on your case. So pay attention to those two things, the fee quote and the initial consultation. That should help you pick the best attorney for your case.